Yes, people, that's not me being constipated or nothing, but right now this news has made me constipated because you know what? Let's make a little something. Welcome to Never Found if you've never been here before, by the way. This is not how I usually intro, but I always say welcome to the new people. Liverpool fans, may you hold your hands in matrimony that you are all going to get married again and having good times, and you're going to be absolutely busting nuts all over each other because you've got Michael Edwards potentially more than likely to come back to Liverpool Football Club. Now, when I tell you, I am seriously annoyed because it's like, it's cute. Paul Mitchell. Oh, nice. Yeah, great. Man City fan linked with Man United. Oh, Dan Ashworth. Oh, guess what? 20 million. Go get him if you want. You know, oh, no. How about the one from Roma? Or how about Dougie fucking Friedman from Palace? Out of all places. Oh, why don't you fish into West Ham for a link? And then you got Liverpool going back for Michael fucking Edwards. Sorry for swearing a little bit. Some of you may have kids and they might be. So if I can beat that out, I apologize. Now, that's not fair. We tried to grab him and he said no. He's happy where he's at from reports. So yeah. Have a wank fest over each other, Liverpool fans, because guess what? That's bigger news than Xabi Alonso coming over each other. Pause, by the way. Massive pause. Massive. I'm just saying, as you can tell, I'm being salty. It is what it is. And you know what? I've been so objective. I'm allowed to be annoyed. So you know what? Paul Joyce came out, if people don't know, and he confirmed that there's fresh talks in America for Michael Edwards. Michael Edwards goes back. Guess who goes with him? Julian Ward. Anyways, the whole point is, it's just massive news. And then Fabrizio Romano just co-signs it. So yeah. But yeah, look, let me introduce the panel. That's my little 2 minutes. Welks will join us soon. But yeah, look, we're joined by Monts, but who gives a shit? But other than that, let's talk about the people at the top. We have got Martin from Mancunian Way. Everyone knows Martin by now. He's usually on a Monday show. He might actually appear on a few more shows. He's running away on Monday, by the way. Just letting you guys in advance. Sorry, Martin. Just in case they lose. Not for any other reasons. No chance. But yeah, we got Martin for joining us. Obviously, we're going to be talking about even the Manchester City comments from Trent Alexander-Arnold and Haaland hitting back. I think that's going to be an interesting little topic. Talking about Michael Edwards and what it means. Is it time to get giddy? Stop smiling once like that. You get on my nerves. And obviously, we're joined by none other than the famous Callum Sanderson. You know, from the Matrix, from Copy. Yeah, man. What are you telling me, people, man? It's 11 o'clock and you lot are giving me your time at this time of night, so I appreciate you lot.
Good, man. Firstly, guys, get the likes in. Get the likes in. It's 11 p.m. Kaz and the boys at Never a Foul are putting the show on, so get the likes in. I mean, Monty's smile says everything I need to say, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna run that Caicedo clip in a minute just to make
No. Don't. Bro. We've moved on from that now. We've moved on from that. We're winning it all, isn't it? And I'm here for
it. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
I am. I've been shouting about quad since like November.
I've got to get rid of Monts for a second. Let me talk to you for a sec.
The what? The what? Quad.
Oh yeah, that's what they're talking about. The quad.
Yeah, I want it all, Martin.
Monts has to stay in the
Can't win the quad. You're not in the Champions League.
Oh, Martin, we're not doing semantics at almost midnight, bro. Just let me live with this, man. You got your
trouble. Here we go. It's Liverpool. We're changing the rules as we go.
Yeah, obviously, bro. That's what we do. You know how it goes, Martin, bro. Come on now.
Oh, you lot. You know what? You're not bad. See, I was very impressed with Liverpool today. I don't care if it was a snooze fest for some of you, but I quite enjoyed it because I'm starting to look at football just a little bit more objectively, and then you just get to see fringe players who's performing. I actually enjoy Keller's performance and whatnot. I think he's being possessed right now. You know, like literally, we're talking about what's that?
Kellison Becker is his name now.
Anyways, we need to get an exorcist out. You know, to exercise on Keller to get Alisson's spirit out of there because clearly. It's not fair. Like, why is it when Liverpool are in a title flipping charge when I don't need them to be, They got people being possessed at the moment in time and getting results. Even if it's Europa League, it's the fact they're going to progress. It looks like I look at everyone in the competition like, you know what? Let's fucking give it to him. Can't be bothered. But anyways, look, Michael Edwards, Monts, just talk your shit, man. Just talk your shit.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Monts here. You know, don't know when you're gonna see this, if you're gonna see this, how you're gonna see this. Once you see this, this is a message from me to you. Just, you know, really glad to see that you're holding talks over in America. I don't want to say I've missed you, but you know, there's been a void. There's been a void there. We've done great since your departure, but it's good to have you back. It's good to have you back, you know, back on board. You know, those 3 years I said Liverpool were going to take off, yeah, duck that down to 1. Duck it down to 6 months, maybe. Maybe there isn't going to be one at all. I don't know. But listen, Mike, good to hear from you. Can't wait to see you soon. And don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger. Yeah, I mean, today has been a good day. It's been a good day today. Sparta Prague, like, listen, I saw some stuff.
More like Sparta, like flipping 5-1 in our gaff, bro, in Czech Republic.
Listen, okay, if we're gonna be honest, it was mac and cheese. It was straight. It was just straight mac and cheese in it. Straight mac and cheese, oiled up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, listen, it's 11/24, man. It's going there today. Them man got oiled up, straight mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like, what more did man really expect? Like, Klopp actually decided to build a semi-strong team, and man thought they weren't gonna hold 5. It was just straight back shots with the flares, with just some red flares, because we're in Prague. That's it. Like, I don't really want to hear anything otherwise. We didn't even defend that well, and we still put 5 past them. Again, straight strokes. That's what it was, you know. And listen, Kanate, it was precautionary before anyone wants to start, before the injury police want to start celebrating on the rivals. It was precautionary, but more time, Michael Edwards will sort that. You know, Michael Edwards will sort everything. Michael Edwards, whatever he wants, give him the money. You know, when I remember when Kaz used to call me, no, don't speak, no, Kaz, no. I remember when Kaz used to call my phone and tell me about the talks that Michael Edwards could be holding, or the links between, oh, Michael Edwards is coming to Man United. Michael Edwards is coming to Man United. Monts, hey, Monts, are you on Monts? You know, all of that stuff. So, you know, it makes it even, I don't know, the Menage a trois. I don't know what to call it, but it's giving me giddy. It's giving me shameless. And now that this has happened, you know what I'm saying? It just feels I feel nearly complete, you know? And to round it off, if he was to spank Manchester City at Anfield tomorrow, which I don't know, at Anfield on Sunday, so which I don't know is going to happen. It's going to be a very good game. But if we was to get the result, I will be saying some mad stuff. Some mad stuff. I'm going to go back to the old me. Yeah, that's why Edwards is coming back, because Klopp is leaving. When one leaves, another one comes through. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. And I know you guys enjoyed the humble one. I know you guys liked that version of me. But that's not going to happen anymore. Unfortunately, the evil me is back now. So,
now you say now, from now, yeah?
No, I've been.
You said now. Martin, are you recording this? He said now the old me is going to come back.
It's like, even disrespectful that Martin's on the top and I'm not on the top right now.
You're not.
I should be on the top right now. The fact that I've won 5-1, I'm top of the league.
Respect your elders. Come on, man.
My elders.
Like,
no. You were just be by Mike.
Callum is 50 years old. Like, come on, man. And then Martin.
Wait, Callum's how old?
He's got 3 grown kids. Have you not seen his kids? His kids have been hoovering
since that is actually me. That's actually me.
Callum's kids have been hoovering since the age of 2.
That's actually fact.
They are now about 5 and 6 left paying rent. You know what I mean?
Anyone seen the movie Like Mike?
Oh, you're pissing me off now.
No, I'm
saying. Is anyone clipping this for Sunday? Just clip this for Sunday.
No, but this is about Michael Edwards. This isn't even about Sunday. Fuck Sunday. But this
And
how
then
about this?
you just
Whatever
said smack
happens on
City up
Sunday-
on Sunday.
Whatever happens on
You
Sunday,
heard it, Martin, go
we're
on.
talking about Mike. Like Mike. You know what I'm saying? So I'm calling it like Mike. Man, because the United fans really know what's about to go.
We're not. No. That's oh, you know what? True, Mike. Yeah, you're true.
You can't deny that now.
I was gonna say, Kaz, there's no real response there, bro.
Are we actually celebrating board members now?
I remember to say Wilcox back from you guys, even though he's at Southampton. But yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
Is this what it is?
it's crazy because you know what? Yeah, about 10 years ago, not even that far back, none of us really cared about who the director of football was or what coach did what and whatever their names were. It's just lately because everything's systematic. Like it's crazy, isn't it? That we all know more in depth about football. There's nothing wrong with it. But Callum,
so it's crazy. Directors of football are going for bigger fees than some players now. That's a mad situation in this.
Yeah. Don't remind me. I don't even care. Just pay the money. I'm tired of being shit. So whatever. And the back room is important. You know, Callum. Let me say this right. Obviously, big up Welks.
I
hope you can keep
Hello,
straight. Like the fact is that the first time, it wasn't that long ago. I think maybe last month. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. That, or maybe even in January, that Liverpool were obviously reportedly from Fabrizio to say that he went in for the first time for talks with him. But the fact that he's going in for a second time must mean only one thing. I can't lie. Like, this is why I say, you said to me before we went on, obviously online, that you said you're not overly convinced at this moment of time. But if you're going in for a second time, it's because something's given you, you wouldn't go back if there isn't some sort of positive indicator to show that he might be willing to, just depending on terms. They might have offered him something low where he might want something a bit more higher and a bit more power maybe to do what he did, which didn't happen beforehand. So maybe,
he wants a lot more power. He wants to be CEO. So here's the thing. The excitement Monts got, or has I say, I fully understand. The reason why I'm not getting ahead of myself yet, though, is because there's two other pieces that have to fall into place and that is a big if Michael Edwards comes in. So there has to be a technical director and there still has to be a new manager. Michael Edwards isn't coming back to do the role he did before. He's coming back to do a higher role. So that, for me, it's going to go one of two ways. And here's the thing. I know the Michael Edwards and Klopp debate is going to reign on forever, almost. And I understand why. Like, Michael Edwards did a madness in the transfer market as we were growing. And then it seemed as though the power got shifted from a joint effort all the way over to Klopp, which seemed to really annoy Michael Edwards. Michael Edwards bounced and Klopp was the one primarily in control of transfers.
How did that go, Carl?
You know, I can't really. Come see, come saw, innit? Not phenomenal.
So.
Yeah, so. Whereas under Edwards, it was pretty much flawless. Shout out to flawless. But like the thing I have reservations about is Edwards, for me, is on one end of the spectrum, whereas Klopp's on the other end of the spectrum. I actually think Liverpool worked best when both were actually in tandem. Michael Edwards is extremely ruthless and cutthroat. Klopp is very sentimental and fatherly. Michael Edwards being too ruthless and cutthroat could end up dividing the squad. We could lose players before we should be selling. Klopp's hanging on to players for too long, which means the squad's at a hindrance, and then we're having to have revamps and overhauls in summers like we did last summer. For me, Liverpool are at their best when they work together. So if Edwards is going to come in, he's obviously coming in as a CEO, so he's going to bring in his guy to be technical director. I'm going to presume
probably Julian Ward, right?
Potentially, I'm hearing it could be Richard Hughes from Bournemouth as well. So I'm going to presume that guy is going to be very similar to him in his way of thinking. That means I need a manager who's going to be quite similar to Klopp, and they've all got to work together. Because if you are too ruthless, you're going to get rid of players before their time. If you are too sentimental, you're going to hang on to players for too long, like Henderson, who's celebrating, blocking a goalkeeper, clearing the ball. So for me, there has to be some cohesion there. But as a first piece of the puzzle, brilliant.
All right, Callum. Do you know why I'm clapping? Do you want to know why I'm clapping? Because look at Monts' face now. Yeah. Wipe that smirk off your face.
No. Monts is going to cuss me now. I know
Yeah,
it's coming.
yeah, I love it. I love it. You know what?
Monts has got that. I'm a disappointed dad.
Love that.
I'm gonna
Love
tear you up, mate.
Yeah, man. Monster's got 2 kids right now, and they don't like him.
Calling me Monts. It's Mike. Why am I calling me Monts?
Monster's got 2
Why
kids.
am I calling me Monts for?
Wait, that's
Why
Welsh.
am I calling me Monts? It's Mike or Michael. You know how people pronounce Michael? You need it with the accent. Don't do it in English. Don't say it in English. Don't do it in the English accent.
This guy, Martin. See the giddy train. It's sickening, isn't it? The giddy train's sickening, isn't it? Right. But anyway, look, guys. Before we even, I'm gonna ask Martin a question. But before I do that, I'm gonna do that super chat. But please smash the like button. People are giving up their time at this time of night on a Thursday, and it is Friday tomorrow. And I know it's more relaxed type of day. But look, people are tired. Callum's exhausted 24/7. Welch is buzzing 24/7. And Monts, I don't even know. Monts is either up at 6 a.m. or he's up at flipping 12 p.m. So look, don't know what schedule you're gonna get with Monts. That's the whole point. And me, don't even get me started on my sleeping pattern, anyways. But yeah, please smash the like button. It's free. But yeah, look, Martin, what do you make out of Liverpool, anyways? Like, I know this news don't really phase you too tough because you're Manchester City. Things are good. Your ships run very well. But at the same time, it makes you think about next season, potentially in another couple seasons. And what we might actually get. Does this not make you excited to have a competitive, potentially a very competitive Premier League with Man United potentially going where they are? That's only one word, potential. Liverpool probably maintaining the ship. Arsenal looking very good. Chelsea, you never know what you're going to really get with them. It might just click. And then obviously other teams in and around might be getting better, like a Tottenham. It just means a more competitive Premier League, if not a much better league.
Hey, bring it on for me. I'm up for a more competitive league. And I'm not just saying this, by the way, to trigger Liverpool fans. I'm more scared of what Omar Barada could do at United.
Thank you.
If he's given the proper opportunity. Now, only because I know what Omar Barada did. I know what he brings. I know what he did for Manchester City. This thing of he didn't do anything at City is a load of BS. He did quite a lot. Was instrumental behind a number of key signings, including Julian Alvarez, etc. A lot of our players from overseas, part of the CFG or the South, especially South American players, were from Omar Barada. It was Omar Barada who sorted a lot of them out. So on the other side of the coin, Kas, if we are proved guilty, he's going down with the ship, just to let you know. On that side.
No, he's not. He's out. That's why he's dropping the ship. I mean, like, that's your problem now.
No, Kas. He will go down with the ship because his names are all over documents, mate. So, no, don't wear it that way. Don't jump ship and then get out of it.
That charge of short grass and stuff like that, it's got nothing to do with it, mate. Yeah, all right. You could get them charges like as full I care. But
yeah, no. A lot of City fans think he didn't do a lot, but he did.
Yeah, I know. His name's on the emails.
He really did do a lot, Omar Barada. But, if Liverpool get Michael Edwards, was instrumental behind a lot of their success, their signings. Listen, bring on a more competitive Premier League. I'm up for it. I know City.
Pep as well. We'll be getting like pause. Don't take this the wrong way, people. It is past the watershed, but he'll be getting a hard on over that kind of situation because he's just a weirdo.
Yeah,
he's a straight weirdo, bro.
Pep thrives on competitiveness. Of course he does. I think every top manager thrives on that competition. That Klopp and Pep will be buzzing ready for Sunday. The pair of them because they'll want to go at it hammer and tongue. But the thing is, why it probably don't face it so much is we are run very well behind the scenes. Sorry, Arno, cheeky, etc. We are. It's one thing we are good at. Probably, for me, we've got the best setup in world football behind the scenes, top to bottom. I just think we've got everything on form from the CFG group to everything. But we've got sponsorship for our ladies rigging stadium.
Is that another charge you're talking about?
Yeah,
no.
Until you're found innocent, I don't know if you can throw those claims about.
Well, last time I checked, Joey or whatever they're called, wasn't from Abu Dhabi. Last time I checked, wasn't an Abu Dhabi company. It was one of the biggest booming baby brands going. The last time I checked.
Ryan, how do you know? There might be shares. He might have had.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, are you called Mike? Are you called Harris? Are you Nick Harris's brother or something? Son?
I mean, it's good business.
came out
to
with
go
that
to England and
utter
put some
crap.
shares in someone called Joey. You know what I mean? I think it's
Did you
cool.
hear
It's
about
smart.
the Netflix thing? Oh,
Mm.
Nick Harris, Netflix suddenly get this millionaires bloody documentary
I-
kicks
I'm
off.
just-
They're not part of the
just saying,
conspiracy
Martin.
as well, you know.
I'm just saying, Martin. Are you sure? Are you 100%?
100%, yeah.
Uh,
Joey
well-
are not part of Abu Dhabi.
No, but how do you know they don't have shit? I'm just saying it could be another charge before you know it. I'm just saying, just be careful with allegedly.
It's Kellogg's.
Oh, you never know. They're probably. Don't even get me started on Kellogg's. I'm boycotting them for good reason. I'm boycotting them for good reason. Don't eat Kellogg's because one, it's over expensive, and two, yes, I know that I don't want to get.
Say now.
And don't you dare. That means you support a certain fake country. Anyways,
I like Frosties. I really like them.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I welcome it, Cass. I do, because I think it's something the Premier League needs, especially within this FP, PSR situation. I think the more competitiveness, the better.
yeah. What are you saying, Wogs? I know you're out of all of these lot, you're the giddy merchant here. You're the super positive. You know what you are? You're drifty of Coppish. So lay it off. Obviously, run your talk about it because I know.
No, I can't lie. It's not like that, my bro. This one is a different sort of conversation. I'm giddy about like Liverpool's football. Like I get like that's cool, but when it comes to these type of things, I don't trust FSG. I don't trust.
Ooh.
Yeah, like that's not. I'm not in that sort of camp as well. Like
Callum.
No, hear me out. Welks, let me just ask you a couple of questions. And before anyone goes crazy, I'm not FSG in.
No, yes, you are. Guys, let me remind you why. Let me remind you why. Wait, where is it?
Caicedo. We're gonna 6. Never doubt my owners. FSG to the day I die. FSG to the day I die.
So clearly,
FSG for life, bro.
you are FSG for life. You're a lifer.
That was AI.
We not got the clip from 4 hours later.
You are FSG.
Have you got the clip 4 hours later though?
Martin, I didn't do the show 4 hours later. I couldn't.
Yeah, I do.
That was
I heard you. I heard you. You had to tap out. You had to move out. You know that man that get in pen in London. They have to move out of the country. They can't come out.
I got to hear about Asbo. What can I ask a question though?
You are FSG in.
I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of blaming FSG for a lot, and I'll never really trust FSG. But when was the last time they actually did anything wrong?
I think
How about this? How about where can we go with this one? I mean, I've got plenty of examples. How about replacing Wijnaldum when he left?
I'll just go now.
We needed a revamp.
That was
when they said we had Curtis Jones, they laughed and I laughed. But guess what? I was wrong. I was wrong about that one.
But this is what I'm saying. We automatically blame FSG, but Klopp has had all the power over transfers, etc., since Edwards said he's resigning. So why can't we speak about Klopp in the same way?
No, but Cal, I'll be real though. I'll never forgive them for bringing in back and that.
Oh no! Oh gosh, no, bro. Like that's why I'll never trust them.
I'll never forgive that.
I'll never trust them. But
Never,
to sit there and say we can't trust them to do the next phase right, I think it's harsh.
I don't know. I think because we pushed them into a corner, because I think we had a fan base that actually decided to riot, and then they had to be like, okay, well, we might have to just listen to our sort of fans. And
they've never listened to us.
Well, wait, look at the Super League's whole situation and stuff like that. Of course, it wasn't an apology from John W. Henry and stuff like that. But also after the Champions League, we needed midfielders. Like, do you get what I mean? And we kind of knew that Oxlade-Chamberlain and Naby Keita, especially with their injury track record, I thought they would have done better.
Klopp wanted to keep them.
Klopp wanted to keep Milner and Henderson and Fabinho, bro.
Sorry?
Klopp wanted to keep Henderson, Fabinho, and Milner.
Yeah.
Well said, yeah.
Firmino had to tell Klopp, it's time to go, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, but look, by the way, guys, please smash the like button. 440 of you in here. Please smash the like button. Just a reminder, I would like to get the stream with more likes, more than typical. And obviously, everyone's given up their time to give you some good content. And as much as it is a bit Liverpool dominated kind of stream, we usually do involve other teams. There is a Man City involved. Don't worry about that. There's a lot going on with Man City, Liverpool this whole week, anyways. But it's natural. But yeah, what do you think about FSG, Martin? Like from your perspective, I can give my opinion. I hate Liverpool, so I'll be everything anti against them when it comes down to it. But I'll be objective about them on a football pitch. But what do you actually make of them and the owners? Do you reckon they haven't actually done a lot wrong? Like in your eyes?
Recent times.
Move on, obviously.
When you say recent times, like how recent are we talking about?
He's moving the needle. He's doing what Monts does.
No. I'm talking about since 2021.
Right. Okay.
After the January transfer window. January.
Is that when we got Thiago?
It's very hard.
No, we got Thiago the summer 2020. So literally February 2021 up until now. Because January was just one of the worst transfer windows I've ever seen that year.
Cool.
Do you know what it is for me? It's for me. Do I blame FSG? No, not really. And maybe that's the problem is Liverpool have done very well, made some really good signings. Same way other teams have. The problem is it's come in a period where City have been virtually untouchable under Pep Guardiola
and UEFA. sorry. I couldn't.
Allegedly. No, UEFA were innocent, so kiss me out.
Yeah,
on that
I know.
UEFA were innocent.
You give them a little, little.
Oh yeah, a little brown envelope. Yeah.
What's wrong? Sorry, court, Supreme Court. Yeah, give me, 20 lawyers. I don't want that beef. Well, gone. Sorry, couldn't help myself.
Name me one rich sod who doesn't have a good lawyer.
I know.
Nottingham Forest are crap, and they've got good lawyers. Everyone just won their cases, their lawyer out of the kinder.
Nottingham Forest about to get done, regardless of the brown envelope, mate. They're about to get done. Hopefully, Morgan Gibbs White can get, fork out a little decent price.
Have you seen the list of clubs that are on the verge of failing?
I'm only joking, City fans, but I'm only joking.
But have you seen the list of clubs? Leicester are going to fail it. They're not even in it yet. Leeds are going to fail it. They're not even in it yet.
Please, Leeds, I don't mind. Go on.
Newcastle are on the verge. Wolves are on the verge.
Yeah, I think
Aston Villa are on the verge.
Please, by all means, I would love a Bruno Gomez.
Everyone's about to just go straight down into it. Cass, you all voted for this. We were the team who said don't vote for FFP. You all went and voted for it.
You said you. I mean, I know you say Man United, but at that time, I didn't even know what FFP was. I'll be honest.
No. All right. When I say you, I mean your board all voted for this to try and stop Manchester City, and it's backfired back the other way. And we were the ones saying, "Do not vote for this."
Oh yeah. I think FFP.
No one wanted to listen to us.
It should be reformed in my because really and truly it just protects the top six. Traditionally.
Cass, since 1992, the Premier League was a monopoly.
Yeah.
When the Premier League was brought in.
Yeah.
Come on, it's always been the richest owners won the Premier League. Leicester City, yes, won it. Everyone's going to throw Leicester City at me. Little fact for you, Leicester City failed FFP to get back into the Premier League in the first place. Go back and check it.
Yeah, their story's amazing though.
It was an amazing what they did in the Premier League, but when they got promoted to get back to the Premier League to win it, they failed FFP. It was mad. It's a mad one, this FFP situation. FFP's wrong and needs scrapping or needs reinventing. It needs something done to it.
Yeah. Andrew Wright's got a thing for you. He said, Martin, he made Klopp's squad and Klopp pushed him out. He's talking about Mr.
He didn't make. They were working together. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't one or the other. They were working together. That's when they're at their best.
Is that when you got the Salah, Minamino? Yeah, and even Shaqiri. I think Shaqiri was under Edwards as well.
Yeah, it was.
Virginia Wijnaldum was under Edwards. Fabinho was under Edwards and
Fabinho, Thiago, Van Dijk.
Yeah, Van Dijk as well. That was
that's what I'm saying. They were working together. So Gini Wijnaldum was never the first choice. It was Peter Zielinski. He went to Napoli.
Did he buy the two lads from Preston?
Calvin Ramsey and who?
Calvin Ramsey was from
Aberdeen.
Who's
Who
the,
was-
who's, who's the
Who
president?
bought Salah? Was it Edwards who bought
That
Salah?
was Edwards. Yeah,
Edwards. Yeah, that was Edwards.
And
But,
Mane.
what's it?
And
Klopp wanted Julian Brandt though.
Klopp
Klopp
wanted
wanted
Julian
Julian
Brandt.
Brandt.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
wanted-
exactly. So that's
No,
my
that's
point.
it. Andy Lonergan, and no, it was Andy Lonergan from Preston, and was Tony Gallagher on it. The other one, the two youngsters they bought in that. That's that. Was it January? Was it January you bought two youngsters?
I have no idea, man.
No, that was in the summer.
Was that the summer?
That was a
Yeah,
summer.
I
Yeah,
remember Liverpool fans going mad saying it were these two lads they've just bought. And
yeah. It was Calvin Ramsey and Carvalho.
When we bought Van den Bergen, that, or are we talking about before that?
Now, Van der
no,
Berg.
one of them was from Preston North End. I can't remember where the other one was from.
I don't know.
Are you thinking about Ben Davis? Because he come from Preston, and that's one of the transfers we try and eradicate from our memories, Martin. So I don't know if you're trying to wind us up.
Ben Davis and
No,
Callum.
I don't know.
I know if Martin's trying to just stir the pot here. we don't speak
No,
about.
I'm genuine. I don't know. I'm just
No, Ben Davis. The Ben Davis I know plays for Tottenham. That's the Ben Davis I know.
I think all chief execs, directors, and managers.
Ben Davis,
together.
Calvin Ramsey, he doesn't exist either. He's a
I
simulator.
don't think many. There's not many
MVP.
managers anymore. You look at Newcastle, and the rumours are that's the reason Edwards has left, wasn't it? Because Edwards and Howe were having a big loggerheads of who they wanted. Because Howe wanted English players, Mike and Edwards wanted to go buy from abroad.
But I'm
so
interested that no one tapped up Edwards. So at all this time, no one has tapped up
No, they've
Edwards.
tried. Chelsea
Wait,
tried. Man
Chelsea,
United tried. Someone else on the continent tried as well. I can't remember who.
But I wonder what does he want? I do wonder what does he
Everything.
want?
He wants CEO.
He wants the
power.
key. Yeah, he seems like he wants the keys.
Yeah, but the
would
thing
you
is,
give-
the thing is, a CEO would want to have like Omar Barada at City, and that they and obviously other people in and around. It doesn't go through one; it's through power. But you have to build it in the CEO's image, because they are the top of the game. They're bigger than a director of football and the manager, bro. So it makes sense, to be fair, because if you're limited, that means if there is a disagreement type of party, it's just not cohesive, is it? But by the way, I had to address this. Martin Bannercast United bought the whole 90s. How about I've got facts for you? The biggest spenders in the 90s actually Newcastle by a good 185 million. Then it's Liverpool in 162 million in the 90s. Then it's Manchester United 133. And guess what? Just below them, just a little measly 6 million was Blackburn. And by 10 million, it was only Arsenal.
Hang on. No, I'm not having this. No, you're not doing this.
Referees.
You're not doing this.
Nah. If he's all about transfers, I've got facts.
How much was Dwight York?
Huh?
Over there?
No, but Newcastle spent the most in the 90s. That's a fact. Liverpool spent more than us up until about 2008. Did you not know that? You wouldn't think so.
Was Veron after?
No, we broke a lot of records, but it doesn't mean we spent the most money.
Sebastian Veron. Have you seen Juan Sebastian Veron in today's money?
Yeah, 2003. I know. Rio Ferdinand, we broke a lot, but you should see how much these men spent more than us up until about 2008. I'm not joking. Liverpool spent more than us. It's only when we started signing Berbatov and all that, Tevez, whatever, blah, 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 the loans, up until 2008. We spent a lot of money.
Records to get out
Alan
of
Smith.
division.
Trust me.
But we bought players in a bunch. We got Aquilani, we had the Andy Carroll, Joe Cole settings.
it's a
Like
fact.
we bought like 3 players as well. Like each man, like even like Roy Hodgson bought like 3 or 2 players.
It sounds mental. No, but it sounds mental, but it's actually a fact. So I'm not arguing.
Is that money spent, or is that because does that take into consideration money recouped as well?
No, not net. No, it's just transfer spendings. It doesn't mean net spend. If you want to do net spend FC, then Liverpool's fans, that's your best friend, isn't it? Andrew Wright says everyone's going to break FFP apart from Liverpool because FSG only want to make money. Big up Andrew, by the way, for the super chat. I appreciate that. That's twice. And then Aslan Romy says, sorry if I said your name wrong. FSG without a genius manager like Klopp are still a net negative, so who cares? I'm frightened to death of Sir Jim's ambition, money, and competence, though. Who do you support, Aslan? Let me know. That would be interesting.
Man United.
That's what I'm fearful. If Edwards gets the keys, who's going to be the manager? That's that. Obviously, I'm here to say I want Xabi Alonso.
Oh, if he's been Man United,
and I want Xabi Alonso. But wherever Liverpool gets, it's like, okay, Michael Edwards has the keys, but who's the manager that's going to be competent enough to work as some sort of partnership with Edwards now actually having the keys? That's what I'm just. That's
if
what
you don't get
I'm
Alonso, though, here's the thing, because I've heard all the Alonso talk. Say he goes to Bayern. Who's the backup?
Ruben Amorim.
I remember. But listen, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not going to cap here and say to you, I know about Almarin's.
Don't you think it's a bit premature to go from a Leverkusen to a Liverpool? I know he won a Bundesliga, but would it not make sense for him to look? Me and Monts spoke heavily on it. Look, we could talk a lot about the managers, but obviously I've got to move on the conversation a little bit. But I think Alonso might be a little bit just a flavor of the month type beat. I think he needs someone with more experience.
You're gambling going to buy him though, Kas. You could say the same from
because it's like Jerome manager. It wasn't long ago people say, "Oh, bring in Michel and all that kind of stuff." I'm thinking like, yeah, he's doing a great job at Jerome, but this is like his first season.
Yeah, but you're doing the comparing thing, and we don't know. We don't know.
We always talk about the bigger job though. Look, we talk about the bigger job, but I feel like you're getting your emotions more mixed in with the management.
No emotions. That's what we want. But like whether or not Liverpool does it, that's a whole nother conversation. I just said to you, that's what I would want.
Yeah,
whether Liverpool does it or not.
Fair enough.
Because you can't say this is premature because it's like if he goes to Liverpool and he does well, what are we saying now?
But it's a bit. But the thing is, everything's
an if, but maybe.
Well, I'll be real. Like, even if Xabi Alonso was to do well in the first year, it wouldn't convince me. Like, I need years. I can't. At least, like, I've seen Ten Hag have a good year, and look at him now.
Yeah,
just the lack of hair. Just the lack of hair follicles. Let's no hair follicles and no.
Try to Girona manager now.
Right.
Not taking him. Ten Hag didn't have a good year. The other team just underperformed. No disrespect.
Well, let's talk about Xavi then. Xavi went and won the league, pumped Real Madrid 4-0, straight mac and cheese back shots, and now he's known as a bum. They're calling him the Oli of Spain.
Well,
yeah, see what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you. I
agree with that because look at the Girona manager, flavour of the month, Michel. You don't know because the thing with Alonso's because whether he goes to Liverpool or whether he goes to Bayern, they're both kind of going to be in a rebuild. It's just which one's going to be the biggest rebuild he has to do because Bayern's a mess. 6 of their biggest players went out the door, so they're going to have to rebuild back up.
Don't talk about the Davies as well. They just changed as well.
Yeah, Kimmich is jumping shit. Musiala won't sign a new contract. So
Oliver Kahn left. They sacked Oliver Kahn.
And then Liverpool are going to want to change up. So for me, I'm not sure either club suits Alonso for his first proper job straight out of Leverkusen. I'm not sure. Does he need a
but that's inevitable. That's the case of Liverpool anyway. That's obviously going to be the case. Both teams are at some sort of rebuild, and there's going to be some change at the top. A lot of managers will be shifting during the summer. That is going to be the case. We're not saying that Xabi Alonso should be coming to a Liverpool side that's obviously flying well. That's not going to be the case. And he might do bad, the following season. But I know Jurgen Klopp's farewell tour. He'll probably be saying, "Give the manager the same time that you give me." And as Liverpool fans, we have the choice whether or not to give that manager time. I know Jurgen Klopp will just.
Time doesn't mean shit.
As much as that sounds great. That's like when you tell your girl. That's like when you tell your girl on breakup. If you need anything, just call me. You don't need to call me. Like that's not happening. It's not happening.
When would you convince of Jurgen Klopp? In the tenure of Jurgen Klopp, when was you convinced that Jurgen Klopp is actually the manager for us? When was you convinced? Was it when he came at the door?
I was convinced. I was convinced when I heard the players were throwing up after one training session. That's when I was convinced. I saw Danny Ings.
Conte did that as well. Conte did that with Harry Kane. He did that, but look what he done.
We're coming from rags to riches. When you're already coming from riches, and it's very difficult to go up a level. It's going to be harder for me to be convinced because I've come from something great. I haven't come from the gutter. If I'm eating roadkill and then I go Morley's, I'm going to be convinced by the Morley's, even though I'm not eating at Nobu. You get it? I'm not eating at Novikov and all them places.
Big up Morley's.
Morley's,
but you get what I'm saying.
Hey, I'm going to tell everyone, Crown Point, Streatham Hill. Tell you now, the most elite Morley's all fucking time.
It's gonna take me longer to be convinced as a Liverpool fan personally. Because of what we've just to be honest. Because of what we've just come from.
North London wouldn't know about that, but it's cool. So.
And welcome because let's keep it about the pool of managers that are available right now. It's not like you got the Mourinho's in 10 years ago. You got the Ancelottis that are ready to kind of come in and manage a team. Like the old school managers are kind of slowly dying out, and the new school guys, the De Zerbis, the Amarims, the Michels, the Alonsos, all these guys, the Xavis, all these guys are coming in, bro. All these guys are coming in. It's like realistically, these are just managers who deserve to get their opportunity at a big club now. They've done what they needed to do at a level. But let's be honest, it don't really work out that often.
Can I make a statement as well, by the way? The statement, give manager time, is the most overrated thing by fans because fans are flipping liars, bro. The only way you give manager time... No, all fans. The whole thing is like, because guess what? If your manager's losing quite a lot and you can even see a glimpse, but if you're losing, if there's no results within that, what you're trying to do, and you can see something, you want that man to go. And that's a fact. That is a big fact. So whenever someone says it, I'm like, yeah, give the manager time. Shut the fuck up. If he's not getting a few results that you need for the stature of your club to suit your, obviously, your optimism and obviously the objectives, it's just, again, yes, exactly. It's a copium device, bro. There's no give managers time. If you don't produce results and good enough results, the fan base comes toxic. It's done.
Well, then we'll shout out to Jurgen Klopp then, because in this era of football, Jurgen Klopp has done really well to actually be in the job for a long time.
How about this? Even after all your damn success, last year, most of your fan base, at least half anyways, maybe most, wanted Klopp out. Where was it? Only a few. You were saying, yeah, just give him time. If they weren't Klopp out, they were sitting on the fence. And if not, they were like, you know what, he's done enough to deserve a shit year. So, and that's a fact. That's why give him time is bollocks. So I don't know any time. The only way you're going to give him time if you're a championship manager and your ambition is dog shit. That's it. That's true.
Company.
Yeah. The thing is, the give him time stuff died back in the day. It just died years ago, like in the 90s and stuff like that, because you can afford to do stuff like that. This day and age of football is all about results.
But it's a chop and change thing, and you know how that messes up. There's also case studies on the other side where you chop and change managers because you don't give them sort of time, and then you go back to a vicious cycle. Look at Arsenal; they chopped and changed with Unai Emery, but look at Unai Emery right now. So you could probably say, yes, Arteta's doing really well at this sort of time, but they even given Arteta some time as well, and look what he's doing as well.
Let me respond to this. I didn't say all; I said most, and I said maybe that's a bit too much. I said half, Danny. So allow it. Please listen.
What I would say though, Kaz, I'm not even saying this to try and be arrogant or try and put us on a pedestal.
You can. You're Liverpool. You've got the most trophies in England. You can put yourself.
I'm glad you said it. I genuinely believe our fan base is very different to others though. Whereas, you might get people like me and Monts who are like, we want results now.
Liverpool. I find, man, other than Man Liverpool, Newcastle's, I find you lot a lot more passionate than other fan bases compared to like the Chelsea's, who most of them are just fake anyway. So who gives a shit? They only breeded in 2004, but I hear it.
I think when you hear time, I think we would give, especially if it's Xabi Alonso. I think Xabi Alonso would get a lot more time than he would say at a Bayern Munich or a Chelsea or somewhere else. It's just time's relevant though, isn't it?
Because sorry, Solomon. Go on. Okay.
If you're getting, here's the thing: if you're losing games, but you're losing because you're getting screwed over by referees or injuries or the other team just outplay you, we can live with that. If we're losing games like we were in the Roy Hodgson era, where you're just getting outclassed every week, then we're going to be like, well, Xabi, you're a fantastic footballer, but you're nice. It can't run. My thing with the whole Xabi Alonso is, look, it could go one of two ways. He could either become Andre Villas-Boas or he could go on to be the next Pep Guardiola. We won't know, but I'd rather take the risk now than see him go somewhere else and then he becomes almost unattainable for us in the future. But again, I stress this. When Klopp came to Liverpool, we were just a terribly run club. And
he was.
We've got a new training facility. We need only one stand sorted out at Anfield before we can have a perfect stadium.
It took you about 10 years, but go on.
The squad is as healthy as I've ever seen it in my lifetime. It seems like we're getting Michael Edwards as a CEO. Our spending power, if we're going to go based on last summer where we put in a bid for Caicedo, which weren't a PR stunt, seems as though we've got spending power. So for me, Klopp was vital then because we didn't have an equalizer. Now we've got so many things in place that you don't necessarily need the greatest manager in the world to come in and still do a great job. I liken this to when Shankly turned over the reins to Paisley. Paisley won more trophies.
I watched a documentary on that.
Paisley won more trophies than Shankly. Shankly was the one that broke the barrier.
Rodgers was in the title race. Yeah,
we got a song about it. Gerard Slip.
The thing is, when you get rid of someone like Suarez, and
Rodgers was a car salesman, man. Rodgers was a car salesman.
You were in a title race up until Gerrard slipped.
Yeah, we were in one
Mark,
title race.
Callum, we was
No,
in a title race.
no, but all right. So
Don't
what
say,
happened?
hang
All right,
on.
wait.
We won't let this slip. Don't let
Where-
this slip. Do you
Where
not
did
remember
Rodgers
that?
finish in his
Telling
first
that?
season? Where did Rodgers finish in his first season?
Was it not like fifth or was it
Yeah,
eighth?
that's the
Seven.
six.
He
Oh,
had a Nuri Sahin, a prime Nuri Sahin, and was playing him as a 10 as opposed to a deep lying playmaker. The season after we challenged for the trophy, when Sturridge got injured and Suarez left, where did we finish?
Can we sing the Denver Bars? Can we sing the
6
Denver
or
Bars?
7. Remember what happened on the last game of the season against Stoke? Gerrard's last game for Liverpool. We got Pam 6-1 by
Stoke. He
That's
slipped
right.
on his fucking ass. Sorry.
I mean, I got that one.
Guys, check Twitter.
Oh, what's happened
that's
now, man?
Suarez cried. The scouts
Cheers,
and
mate.
dreamers.
They just get better and better, fam.
Say 2 wins.
Just get better and better.
Wait, what's that?
We're all singing and Jacko. So I go,
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's you're getting the book. It's just been confirmed. So the
You
Bournemouth. No.
Wait.
The Bournemouth, I believe the director of football
Richard Hughes.
remains a strong candidate, and he's confirmed he's planning to leave Bournemouth at the end of the season.
That came out yesterday. Yeah, that's confirmed.
But he's reposted it, meaning basically
Double down.
he doubled down on it now. So
Double down.
I can't lie, I rate him. Yeah, it's for fuck's sake. See the dominoes. It's nice when it's happening for your club. To be fair, dominoes happen for my club too. But when it's happening to your rivals, when you're trying to get a one up,
Bro, when it rains, it pours, man. It's one of them.
But your thing is scary though. I can't lie. Even though you got a 50% takeover, I do think
more than that.
Man United could be
30% now. But yeah, go on. We move.
30%. Yeah, no,
it might be 27. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Gerrard was never DM. Horrible defense and goalie. Yeah, but the league was in your hands. You done you done your best Arsenal impression, man.
Bro, the game was never lost at Palace. It was lost at Chelsea. It's as simple as that.
Yeah,
it just would have been annoying.
No, you're not allowed to do that. Do you know why you're not allowed to do that? Because we talk about the first game.
It was
no. You lost it at Palace. It started to crumble after that.
No. The only reason we lost at Palace is because we would have had to beat Palace 7-0. We would have had to beat them 7-0 to even go. I think it was equal with Man City on goal difference. Otherwise, we would have just, even if we beat Palace and then won the last game of the season, we would have lost the league on goal difference. That's why at 3-0, man weren't celebrating. Man were trying to score every minute that we could. That's why, bro.
And that came down to poor management from the manager.
That's good and all. You lost at Palace. But anyways, look, let me move on the conversation a little bit.
Chelsea, bro.
Hey, Dwight Gale, FC out here.
All we needed to do was draw the Chelsea game. We could have drawn that Chelsea game,
and
won the league.
Oh, wait, was the Chelsea game before the Palace game?
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's me thinking it was after, like it was the last chance. You're right.
No, because we played Palace that afternoon.
Yeah, got a brace in that game.
Where he just ran through hella man.
I was there.
Hey,
I remember that.
Fair enough. I was wrong. Yeah, you can smile.
And then after that, Everton actually were ahead against City. Lukaku scored. Barkley scored the screamer. Lukaku scored that game. Was it Lukaku? Yeah, I remember Barkley scoring a screamer. And then,
he did.
I'm pretty sure Yaya Toure again was the one to win them the game. That game as well.
Yeah, I think it finished 3-2 that game or something.
3-2, yeah, it was 3-2.
Yeah. Andrew said, Cow, if you didn't, he spoke with a C. Just to let you know, innit? Did you bottle 98 12-point lead?
98 12-point lead. What's
before my time? Before my time.
Did you bottle 98 12-point lead? Was it 98? Was you in a title race at 98, or does he mean a 98? Or did you finish?
That would have been with you lot. That would have been.
Oh, were you around that time? You weren't around them.
No, I was young, bro. I was young.
You must think I was 50, bro.
You don't think I'm really old. I was young in 98.
I was old. 1998. I
was 2 years old. I was definitely about 10, bro.
I'll tell you now.
I wasn't 10.
Wait,
you're taking the mic.
Wasn't that Liverpool? Wasn't that
That was Man United. No, that was for you, Kaz. That was meant to say Kaz instead of Cow. That was 97, 98. Arsenal Man United.
Did you bottle a 98 12-point lead? Oh,
hang on, no, right, because Arsenal finished on 78, United on 77, Liverpool finished on 65.
Yeah, I'm too young.
Hold
for
on,
this.
did Arsenal won the league with 78 points?
Oh, Kaz.
Yeah,
oh,
but honestly, back in the 90s and the 2000s,
no,
there was no 90 odd points winning the league.
I think he's talking about the one with City when they got the
Fish and chips dependent back there, man. Fish and
think
chips.
Does he? I know what he means. Does he
Chips
mean
dependent.
when you got 97, 98 points?
Yeah, I think
Are you
so.
reading that as
I think
1998?
it's when Company got that header. That's maybe.
No,
Maybe
that was Man United again.
Sometimes
We never had a 12-point lead over Man City. did we?
Yeah.
No, we had a 12-point lead
I hear you, Monts.
at some point, and then we fucked it up. Before you know it,
yeah.
Yelovich scores what's it called? Yelovich kills us at Old Trafford, and I think Company scored that header. We fucked up. I think he was talking about that season, maybe. I can't remember.
It was like one. You talking?
No, I don't think he means in 98. I think he said, no, the 12-point lead he's talking about. I think he's talking about the 12-point lead. I don't think he means in 98. I think he's.
I was 2, so you was defo like 3 or 4, blood.
No, I don't think he means in 98, that one. I think he's talking about the 12-point lead. I'm not too sure. If that was it, I think he's talking about the Aguero moment that season, bro.
Oh yeah, he is. He's on about the Aguero moment.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah, we fucked up, bro. Yelovich buried us, and Company got a header at the 2-1, I think it was, over scoring. I remember that was
1-0.
Was it 1-0?
Yeah, I got it. Wasn't really 12 points.
You remember Sky Go, yeah? Sky Go used to be quite behind, and my brother's coming like, oh, did you see their goal? I'm like, what do you mean their goal? And I remember getting pissed off. Me and my brother had a fight.
No, Kas, I was you 12 ahead, but we had games. Now.
Oh, it's when Eric, what Cantona? What? And Eric was banned. Eric?
What?
Well, my guy Eric.
Yeah, he's doing 1998 then.
Oh, I wouldn't even know about that. I don't know. I don't know.
Does he say United was 12?
I wouldn't even remember, man.
I'll ask him.
Anyway.
Yeah, maybe. I have no idea. See back then, when it comes to that stuff, my ball knowledge goes a bit further down.
What of you were even born back then? So
yeah,
I was young.
I was too young, and if anything, I wouldn't even remember.
He's talking about the Cantona band when they did the Kung Fu kick at Palace.
Brilliant, Kung Fu kick, deserved it.
I was tempted to ask him that, to be fair, but
just moving on the conversation a little bit.
No, I was serious. I was going to ask him.
I rate Cantona. More play. I'm not even inciting violence.
Absolute wanker.
More players need to stand up.
He was a wanker.
Legend.
He broke my heart, Main Road. We were 2-0 up at half time.
Legend.
What's the Mike Tyson quote?
I don't know. Where is it?
Everybody's got a pancake, get punched in the face.
Yeah, see, that's the one. My guy Cantona.
I keep repeating everybody. Everyone's got a pancake, get punched in the face.
Roy Keane, Giggs, all wankers. Ruin my childhood.
I mean, Giggs is a wanker, to be fair. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's for different reasons.
Yeah, different reasons, not footballing reasons, you know. Hold that, Arsenal fans. But what's it called? Moving the conversation on, Trent has come out with some quotes. And he says Liverpool's success and trophies technically means more than Manchester City's. It's different.
Yeah, facts.
Waffle. Absolute waffle.
Here we go. Thank you. I can go get a drink on mumble between you.
All right, so
oh god, you tell me then, because Trent speaks for all City fans. Come on then.
I knew this was. Here's the thing. I know this is going to trigger City fans because of what he said.
It's not going to trigger. He's just been an arrogant prick.
No, it's not being arrogant.
Yes, it is. You think you mean more?
No. It does mean more to us because we hadn't won the league in 30 years or something like that.
Then. So have you been to Colchester and then to Istanbul?
Oh yeah,
we'll have a chat.
No. See ya. We had success, but under Trent and under the squad and under what we'd done, we'd never won the Premier League. The Premier League was the big thing.
We hadn't won the Premier League in 40 odd years. Behave.
But Martin, you forget.
You'd won the Premier League.
He's a Liverpool.
Yeah, you won the league before Pep came. You won the league before Pep came.
He'll speak for every other fan like he has done.
But you won the league before Pep came. Remember, Trent's in the team, and we'd never won a league. Klopp was the first person to break.
Technically, it is in a league. He said it's success.
Hang on, whoa, no, Kas, stop. No, he just said we've never won a league.
Yeah, but you know the
Liverpool fans.
No one
about the most.
Hold on,
Trent specifically said
we hadn't won a league since Trent was about.
Well, how about this then, Callum? If you switch it, You lot already won a Champions League, so the Champions League they won. Why does that not mean more? Just because you got the Premier League, they got the Champions League then? No?
No, I'm not. Here's the thing. I think this is where I think the quote's been miscontext.
All right.
Trent's not saying what we have done is better than City. Trent is saying what we've done means more to us than probably what it does to other fan bases because of where we've come from and how we are as a club. Haaland came out today and said what he said. I don't have a problem with what Haaland said because he's right. Trent ain't ever had a treble.
Yeah.
So both clubs are seeing it. Sorry, both players are seeing it from their point of view. Trent is seeing it from, my club hadn't won the Premier League in 30 years. Didn't look like we're going to win the Premier League for a little while. So you know what? This means more to the fan base than you can even imagine. Haaland's going, you know what? I'm going to do the whole Man City thing. We were down at Main Road, and we're Division 2, and now we want to.
Martin, I'll give you that
for both fan bases.
I'll give you the direct.
You do know we're talking about this because Sky Sports were more used,
You know he's not doing that.
Yeah.
He's not doing that. He really isn't.
Can I give the direct quote? The direct quote that he said here, from what I can see, is quite long. So I apologize. He said, I need to stop saying balls. It's jarring. It's tough. We're up against a machine that's built to win. That's the simplest way to describe City and their organization. The Liverpool, and he says, looking back on the era or this era, although they won more titles than us and have probably been more successful, they have. Our trophies will mean more to us and our fan base because of the situations at both clubs financially. How both clubs have built their teams and the manner they've done it probably means more to our fans.
Yeah.
And then he come out and says, and then.
He said that's wrong.
And then he said, from the turn of the year, City switch it on and it's difficult machine to stop. I'm sure they'll be motivated as we are. It's going to be an excited end. But the thing is,
why does he say that's wrong, boys?
No, wait, hold on. This is what I mean. I get it. How can you tell what means more to a certain fan base than other when you're not even a fan of that fan base? Have you actually asked City what actually the titles and stuff means to them rather than yours? I get it. Liverpool are a passionate bunch. Newcastle fans are a passionate bunch and whatnot. But how can you say, but Mancunians are also a passionate bunch? From where you could talk about financially of where they came from, it might mean more in the last 7 years.
All right.
But when we deep it, I know they won a couple titles. I think, one under Mancini, and then I don't think did they win under Pellegrini? I'm not too sure.
You're gonna force me to say stuff you don't want me to say.
No, I do want you to say it, please.
I know what you're gonna say. And this is what he's gonna say. You're gonna bullshit. What you know jack shit about?
What ball am I gonna come out with?
You don't know about us. You don't know about our fans. You're gonna try and guess now. 115. Fake club, plastic fans. No one heard of you before 2008.
You're presuming I'm going to say. You're presuming I'm going to say that because that's what you hear all the time. Because those are facts as well.
You just said you're going to force me to say what you're going to force. I know it's coming out.
You're going to force me to say something I don't want it, but I'm not going to mention anything you've just said.
All right, why I say this is, of course, most people know I do live with a Manchester City fan, someone that's been to Main Road, someone that's been going since he's about 8 years old. Someone that did actually was born in Manchester up until the age of 8, 16, some shit like that. Anyways, sorry, Daps. I should listen to you a lot more. You do talk a lot. But I'm just saying, innit, from where they've come from, even when he said, I know he specifically said financially and all that kind of stuff, but they've come from the mud. And however it's done, I don't see these direct kind of quotes towards a Chelsea or nothing. It's just that they came in the era of social media. And I know this seems like a little bit like I'm obviously back in Manchester City, but I'm just trying to be objective. And I'm not going to lie on video and then come on with a different energy on live. I'm not saying that Liverpool fans, it didn't mean, because obviously you had a Premier League, but he didn't specifically say Premier League. He specifically said about the success and the financial situation and obviously whatever. But let's not act like Liverpool haven't spent as well. And obviously it's just that obviously City have maintained their machine and your machine's just that little bit different, I suppose. And I'm just saying, you can't say that it means more to a fan base just because you feel that way when you don't even know how Manchester City fans feel because probably never had a conversation with one properly. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a bit of a stupid quote, but at the same time, obviously Liverpool fans are going to be biased and agree on that part. That's all. That's just my take on it. I just don't think you can say that our success means more to our fan base than that fan base just because you're a passionate bunch. As known to be a passionate bunch.
Hold on. Sorry, Monts. Sorry, not able to cut you, Monts. Which bit do you want me to pick up on first?
No, I don't know whichever part you want to agree on, or maybe I was wrong about you haven't spent money and you got your net spend and all that stuff, and you have to sell to buy or whatever it may be. I could be obviously I'm wrong. I know Man City have spent a lot of money and all that, but I'm just trying to say on the part of how it feels to a fan base, you can't say that.
We're
In
not
my
talking
opinion.
about Man City historically here. We are talking about an era between Klopp and Pep. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Apart from the Champions League, I just need a one-word answer here. Apart from the Champions League, had Man City won every single trophy available to them before Pep Guardiola came? Yes or no?
Apart from the Champions League.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Before Klopp came to Liverpool, had we won the trophy that eluded us and that the fan base wanted the most? Yes or no? The Premier League.
Yeah. No, see, you separate Premier League.
No. I'm not separate. I'm doing what other fans do. So I'm playing your games, guys.
No, but
had we won it? Yes or no? Had we won? All right. Had we won the Premier League in its new name, in its new structure since Klopp came, or before Klopp came?
No, obviously not.
No. Okay, then. So when we're saying it means more to our fan base, you'd had won the Premier League. If you had compared your Premier League win under Mancini to our first Premier League win, we've got a conversation. Then Trent's being arrogant. But we'd already seen Pellegrini, we'd already seen Mancini win the Premier League. So all that happened is Guardiola just did it in a more flamboyant way. But you'd gone through those emotions twice. We hadn't gone through those emotions. Now, second of all, when we talk about passionate fans, this is the bit I didn't want to say. The whole passionate fans thing. If we want to talk about passionate fans, look at our parades and look at your parades. Look at our celebrations. Look at your celebrations.
Well, all right. We're doing this.
No. Let me land. Let me land. I don't want to hear the whole. We've come from here. We're here now. This is where we are now.
Set that you played 10 minutes.
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't care about where you come from. I'm talking about now.
Touchy now.
Right now, we won the FA Cup and League Cup, and we lined the streets. You lot won a treble, and I barely saw fans. So can't sit here and say that you're more passionate.
You have no idea.
You can't say you're a more passionate fan base when you don't have more fans and you haven't got more passionate fans than us in your fan base.
Can I speak?
The facts are there. Because if the facts, if the facts weren't there, you wouldn't have to cook your books because we've got a fan base that provides us with our merchandise and our fans. Our fans pay for the club. Your owners are paying for your club. So we can't do the whole moving the goalpost. I did go there because I was forced to go there.
You're gonna go there.
I did say I was going to go there because we don't have 115 charges hanging over. We're not the ones here saying that we make more revenue than Real Madrid. We're not the ones doing that. We don't cook our books.
It's been a good stream, but let's try not to get too much land. Obviously, might let him land, obviously, but let's try keep it. It's hard, isn't it? It's a touchy subject, but let's not.
If I'm saying something that's not true right now, let me know what's not true.
Well, there is something that you
said. You're saying I'm talking BS, but tell me what I'm saying after live.
Allegations. So
are you a bigger club than Real Madrid? All right, then. What are we doing here?
Are you just going to keep flapping your gums?
Why didn't you say yes then?
Let me speak.
But I asked you a question. You said you went silent. Are you a bigger club than Real Madrid and Barcelona and Bayern Munich and Liverpool and Man United?
We've not claimed to be.
So how are you making more money then?
Have you had 25,000 fans on a pitch?
Oh, bro! I asked you how you're making money. I don't care about how many fans you got on a pitch. We line the streets with millions of fans, bro. So let's not do the pitch stuff.
Sorry, all right, Callum. Who's got the highest attendance in football history in England?
What, in a one-off game, bro? We turn over more than you turn over every game, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Well, who's got, bro? Again, can you answer my question? Are you a bigger club than Real Madrid, Manchester United, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, or Barcelona? Pardon?
I've said no 3 times.
All right, then. So you're sitting there talking about this, that, and the other when I'm saying you are cooking your books. I did not even want to go there. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it because we all know where it is. We all know where it is. When you're coming out saying you turn over more revenue, where's your revenue coming from then? Where's the revenue coming from?
I'll tell you why.
Where's the revenue coming from?
I can tell you, to be fair.
When you win trophies, what do you get?
Nowhere. Oh, come on, man. What are we doing?
I can't speak.
Yeah, I let my
speak.
When you win trophies, and there's been no more successful team than City in the last 10 years than Manchester City, right? In the last 10 years, we've gone deep in the Champions League. We won 6 out of the last 7, 5 out of the last 6 Premier Leagues. You get what, 200 million for that each time? Been to Champions League final twice in the last 3 years. Semi-finals of the Champions League, FA Cups we won, League Cups, massive sponsorships. By the way, everyone talks about our sponsorships being from Abu Dhabi.
I know you're gonna. No. But big up anyway. Big up.
This is the first time because
But what I wanted to say is, listen, that obviously mine. That's your opinion, and Cal's got his opinion. And what it is it's a thing of like, if you don't believe what he's saying is true, fair enough, whatever. But obviously, like, we just want to try and keep it no disrespect, and even if you disagree, that's cool to disagree. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So
no, to just say allegations, to say
no.
The books. That's not only that. I'm not having to go at Cal.
Yeah,
can get Kas and Daps etc. in trouble because you've got to say allegations. You can't just make accusations out.
No, but do you know what it is though? Do you know what it is though?
Without that's
but we can only go by what's been reported, right? And the thing is, you do have these charges, and I know it
isn't reported.
Okay, but it might listen. What I'm trying to say, if it doesn't hurt you, you wouldn't get affected. I think that if I'm being honest, I think what's happening is that there's certain things that's been said, especially like the allegations things, yeah, that's causing a rift because that stuff there might be a bit. I don't know, like something's clearly going on there. Because if it wasn't the truth, it wouldn't bother you, right? You wouldn't get angry, you wouldn't get annoyed. That's what I'm trying to say to you. You would just leave it and just go whatever. You wouldn't care, innit? Do you know what I mean?
I'm going to ask one question.
Yeah, as well, Monts.
Martin, can you represent every single City fan, saying that your dad played for the club, you go to every game and all those things? Can you represent every City fan?
Fans I know, like Big Steve, LB, etc. Yes, I can. Daps. Yeah.
All right. That's a small sample.
But
if the facts are, hold on, if the facts are there and we can line our streets with millions of people, but you aren't able to do the same, you can't turn around to
by the way, Callum, there's a
bigger than all. I
have to hold you on that one, yeah, because online they do fill the streets. There's a guy called Pundit J, yeah, he does both. He's a Man United fan, but he's really fair on both, yeah. There's obviously going to be the parts where people clip and put online to make it look like they can't fill the streets. But when I tell you now, when I've seen Daps' videos, even when he's gone to his parades and stuff like that, even on the pitch or whatever, and even when you see Pundit J when he puts the full videos on, they actually do fill the streets
as much as us.
Bro, Liverpool's obviously Manchester and Liverpool's huge, innit? And Liverpool's been, and of course, Liverpool got a lot of fan base. They've got people coming from London, like Roms, Monts, who's been to parades, Welks, and stuff like that.
Point.
But the thing is, the whole point is, if you was to also tell me that your recent, imagine Man United was in the success of that part, and had Man City's success, or the same as you. If you told me that it means more to you than it means to me, I'll say that's bollocks. And you know why? Because we're in a race to having more trophies, so it means more. The thing is, Man City fans, why they get very passionate when they win is because they want to catch up to Man United because they've been in the hellhole for so long. So when you see every trophy, that's why I say you can't really compare fans' passions. That's why I say that Trent quote I find very stupid because you don't know what it means. Because you said one quote. You said you don't. Do you know every Man City fan? But that's me saying, do you know all the Liverpool fans? Because they're not all the same.
No, but we're seeing our Liverpool fans. All right, let me ask you a question, Kaz.
You know what I mean?
If Liverpool win the Premier League, I'm not going to say this season because you got the emotion around Klopp. If Liverpool win the Premier League next season, for example, and then you win it the season after with Ten Hag, who's it going to mean more to? Your fan base or ours?
Say again, sorry. Can you repeat it?
If we win the league next season and you win it the season after, considering where Ten Hag's come from and all the crap that you've been in and around, who's it going to mean more to? Our fan base or your fan base?
It's the same.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
You're on 19. So 20 titles. You're on 19 overall. Yeah.
Forget about the trophy haul. We're talking about isolated seasons. It's going to mean more to your fan base because of where you've come from and where you've got to. We are still not going. We're not going to sit there and go, "Oh, it's basic. We win leagues all the time." We're still going to be over the moon, but it's not going to hit the same as if you were to win it, because you are coming from a position and a place where no one's expecting you to even get there. With a manager, you're not expected to get there.
All right, maybe so. I think it's a tough one to discuss. I'll bring obviously, and I don't know what you lot think, but it's the same way. Man City recently just won a Champions League. Remember, Trent's quote didn't say Premier League. He just said recent success in era. So on that note, where by success of that quote, You could say the same thing. Yes, maybe that Premier League meant a lot more too, but that Champions League might have meant a lot more than the one that you won a few years ago. So
You also
technically,
said they've been more successful as well.
yeah, that's all I'm saying. So we're going off at that part, obviously. So I'm just saying that it's kind of incomparable because everyone's passion is different, and it might mean a lot more to somebody because guess what? That person might be going through something mentally, and sometimes football pulls you through. So winning might pull that person's passion out of the ground because they're in the mud. Do you understand? I get what Liverpool fan base.
I also think Trent.
Can I put my 2 pence in?
Of course you can.
And listen to this for a minute now, innit? Yeah. I've looked at what Trent said quite in some depth, yeah. And I think I do align with what Callum says, and where I feel like the quote has been misconstrued slightly. But there is an era of ignorance about what Trent said. But at the same time, I generally think footballers probably look at things on the surface. They're not looking at it the way Martin might look at it, and they're certainly not looking at it the way Cowell's looked at it. I generally think Trent generally means because Man City got bought by owners and it changed things quite drastically, quite quickly, rather than a steady build of becoming successful the other way. That's all he means. I genuinely think that is all he means. Owners came in and bought Man City, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. If we were twerking for the Qatari owners literally last year, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but I hear it, but at the same time, once as well, them man just won a treble, fam. What Man United? How can you say that's?
You're missing. I'm not talking about the actual. I'm not talking about what you've won. Trent's already said they've been more successful. So forget what anyone's won. Forget what man have won. We know City are more successful. City were bought. Yeah. So their whole future transformed and changed. Congratulations to them. We wished it was us. You guys wish it was you. Anyone would wish that upon their club. Liverpool were not bought. We had to go another way about things. Some would say it's more traditional. Me, as long as we win, I don't give a fuck. That's me as a fan. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not here sitting here degrading how City have been successful. But I don't think Trent is either. I just think Trent is saying, bro, their man got bought. So Liverpool didn't get bought. So it probably means a bit more to our fans than it means to theirs. Yeah. And if I want to disagree with that, there's nothing wrong with that. Haaland was also bang on with what he said. If man want to disagree with Haaland, they can disagree. Like, bro, it's cool. There can be back and forth in football. Martin's obviously going to feel away. That's just going to feel away because these guys are old school City fans who have been through the mud, bro. All them man had to see was losing week in, week out.
Can I ask a genuine question? Now, I'll just four of you on. I need to ask because I think I get confused on it. Do you look at City fans as two separate people? As in the likes of me, Steve, who else, Daps, etc.
Absolutely.
And then you look at someone like a Hamza.
I don't know how.
I know of him, but I don't know him.
Like Martin, obviously,
a new generation fan.
Martin, I said there's an ignorance. I admit there's an ignorance to what Trent said because when you talk about Man City fans, I feel like sometimes you have to be a bit more specific. As I said, there's fans like yourself who have more of an emotional connection. What Monts? It's a minority, but bro, there's also new age City fans that were probably born in 2007 who all they've known is success, where it's a bit different to them.
I get that, Monts, because we did it. Can Kas say we did that when United? We were always glory hunting. Kas, you know that we all called you glory hunting fans.
Of course, but technically,
I think it happens across all fan bases.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Slightly.
Real Madrid love fans. You see kids who are 10 walking around in Real Madrid shirts, and they're like, "Well, why are you Real Madrid? Because it's Real Madrid."
Yeah,
I don't know.
Do you know why it's so subjective as well? Well, like obviously, Cal. It's just because, like, you know what? You see the way Big Steve even talks about the club. Do you understand it as well? Like the way you see him on videos all the time, whether it's on Lad Bible and stuff like that. You see, even when you see someone like James Redmond or whoever it might be on Lad Bible, I think it's just subjective to people, though. So it might mean someone to more. But I do hear your point, though. I hear your point. The Premier League might mean a lot more to you, but remember, I'm going off just Trent's quote in it. The success. You just mentioned success. Premier League. That's what I'm saying.
Footballers don't think of things mad like that, bro. I'm telling you, he's just saying City got bought, bro. Them man got bought, so that's why they're winning things. That's how we won
the lottery.
And
We
he's
won the
talking
lottery.
Yeah,
I know we did.
Huh?
we said
We won
his
the
direct, we said his direct quote on stream. We said exactly what he said. Yes, he
But what I
mentioned
don't
that.
understand is if
You know what I
they
mean?
if
I've got the
here's
quote
the
right in
thing
front of me,
though.
bro.
You see, like if you get charged, obviously, like financial fair play breach, whatever, yeah, there's a couple of charges, yeah. And again, this isn't to Martin, this is actually to Man City, because this is nothing as well. Sometimes you kind of have to separate the fan from the club. Like, yes, Martin, you are a Man City fan, but you're not Man City. You don't work for Man City. What we're saying as fans, though, is that Man City, the club, it would seem, and like you say, allegedly, because it's not true yet, obviously, or not true, could be, we don't know. But 115 charges is a lot to be wrong. That is we have to be honest. That is a lot. We're not talking about 10, we're talking about 5, 115. And when we say these things, this isn't to poke Man City fans. We're just saying, right, the club that you happen to support, it does seem like something's definitely going on. So we're not attacking you and saying how much. No, but hear me out, Mate. Hear me out.
Sorry, go on.
Quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go on.
We're not attacking you, Martin, the fan who's been going there from when you was a little kid. That's something completely different. That's like me coming straight on here and going, Martin, do you know what? Yeah, you're a fake fan because Man City, I've bought this league for you. Now you can just go around singing all the praise. No, we're just saying it would seem like the club, not you, Martin, the club have done something. And these are the things that need to be answered. And it's taken a long time. Frustration builds up. So yeah, this is where it gets techie now. That's what I will say.
It's taken a long time because the thing is, everyone throws out 115. It's technically not actually 115 because the way the case is very. You did this with Robbins Cast the way it's done. It is very weird how it's done because City wouldn't cooperate because our lawyers like we've done nothing wrong. Said this. You probably heard this before. Policeman knocks on your door. We're going to charge it for money laundering, blah, blah, blah. Have you got any evidence? No. Have you got a warrant? No. But we're coming in your house and we're searching anyway. You'd shut the door. All this, I'd let them in, nothing to hide. Nobody does that. That's not real life. So that's what City did. So because we were like, we're innocent, and that white paper was coming out on the Monday morning for the Premier League to become independently regulated from the government side, they went bang, 115. And then I think came out at 9 a.m., 9-2 or 9-3. They had to retract the statement.
Yeah.
Because they got it all wrong. Because they'd rushed it all out initially. Redo it all back again. Because what they hadn't realised, what they've actually charged City with is 10 years of fraud, basically. It's nothing to do with transfers. It's nothing to do with overspending. It's basically fraud and perjury. Which is a very serious situation. Because this thing of City going down, City wouldn't go down. City could potentially be bust and gone. Like SLBSN and Nobbins. I mean, this is serious beyond serious. They're accusing people of perjury within a court. That is massive.
Can I say this as well, though? Is there a part of you, and be honest as well, because this is what we're about, right? Is there a part of you that even worries that even if all of them aren't true, some of them are, does that worry you? Like the club that you support might.
I can only tell you what I've been told.
What you believe, yeah, what you believe, basically.
What I've heard.
Yeah.
Say you'll be fine.
You think so? It'll be fine?
That's credible. I can also kind of confirm. I can't say
right
or what.
as well.
Yeah.
I actually think it will be as well. That's what's so bad.
We'll get brown envelopes. We'll get we'll get the brown. Now, can I don't know. Do you know? Can I just give you a very quick breakdown of the 115? Sorry, this isn't where we were going to go. I know, but 54 of them charges are failure to provide accurate and up-to-date dated financial information from 09 to 10, up to and including 17 and 18. The next 14 of them are failure to provide accurate financial reports for player and manager compensation to 9 to 10, which is the Mancini stuff. The problem is that's money laundering and tax evasion. A police officer or a lawyer would have been in touch with Mancini by now, and nobody's contacted him. 5 counts of failure to comply with UEFA's regulations, including UEFA's club licensing and financial fair play. We fought that at Kas and won. 7 points of breaches of Premier League profitability and sustainability regulations from 15 to 16, 17 to 18. And then the last 35 are failure to comply, basically. So 35 of the 115 is just failure just to not speaking to them or giving them the info they want. But the problem is, they're saying we've lied to Deloitte, KPL, and whichever they use, auditors are, some will remind me, KPMG or something. And because the thing is, they're going to have to speak to Etihad, but they haven't subpoenaed Etihad, so I don't know how they're going to speak to Etihad.
But the thing, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, just quickly, because I know Kas probably wants to move on, like part of the show. Just quick, I was just going to say, Kas, if I'm not mistaken, you see when Rio Ferdinand, got the drugs ban, yeah? It wasn't because he took drugs, was it? It's because he missed it, right? He missed the test, yeah?
Yeah.
All I'm going to say in this instance, everything that you said, I'm not even disagreeing with you because you're going to know way better than me. But all those instances that you just brought up, some of those seem so simple that why couldn't have those been fulfilled? Why is it these things have been missed? And that's probably why there is like a deeper investigation, because you just said the years from like, what was it, 07, 08 to like 17, 18.
9, 10. Yeah.
So basically you're not declaring finances that should be declared. Now,
no, because the way finances work is you declare 1 year.
Okay.
You always do a year in advance.
Right.
So like your books are out for the year now. So what they're saying is, if you've got that year wrong, you have for the previous 10 years.
You've got that means you would have got the others wrong.
So what they've done is they've gone, you've got that wrong, so you must have all the others wrong. So that's how we end up with all the charges coming in like dominoes.
I hear you.
This is how it's had, and like Kas, you've been through it with Nobbins, and honestly, there is confidence.
I can't lie. From what we went through, there are some absolute pathetic charges, like legit. I think the ones that we're more interested in, obviously, is the ones with the sponsorship deals and all that crap.
Because some of them, obviously,
which recently, with the one that recently came out, because first I think it was like 96 that came out first, and then obviously went up by like another 20. So
someone in the chat said, "What about the emails as well?" Yeah, there's a few.
They were proven at Kas. They were proven at Kas because there was 15 emails out of what was it, 1,000,
and shell companies and things like that. Like the companies don't exist and things like that. I don't know. I'm just again. Allegedly.
That's what I said. Callum, it's on page 78. Doug, Etihad, and Etisalat were all proven to be a fair market value, and and they were all not third-party related companies.
Yeah. Well, other than that, obviously, a little bit of back and forth. I apologize. All of you that seen it live, good for you. Everyone that's gonna watch this back and hear my voice, you're not seeing it. So yeah, man. Look, all squashed. Monts, Welks just doing his own thing as well. Look, man. At the end of the day, I think it's all subjective. I think most of us can agree that, but if you want to feel like a different way, no one's right or wrong technically.
Can we agree Trent just shouldn't be chatting if he can't do anything about it?
You know what Trent's just done though?
We just all agree on that. You're not even there to ping a fist.
I think that's what it is. It's always it's all media for me. All this thing, it's just all media games, and that's good for them, man. That all the Sky Sports they can relish, all these podcasts are going to be talking about and them things. That it's good for you. It's good for you, man. At the end of the day, I'm just waiting for Sunday to hopefully.
By the way, you said there should be more than one City fan. Anyone that hears this, look, Martin's probably the only available City fan that's pretty much in the morning and at night when we go live. Anyways, if not, it's Daps. Daps been asleep since 8, bro. That guy is knackered, bro. Like his sleeping pattern is so on point, you just can't knock it. So let's go, Steve.
I only do it because I leave here and go on my caring duties for me dad.
Yeah, so it's like Martin's by himself. I've obviously tried to back it as well a little bit in my own opinion. Obviously, there's a lot of Liverpool fans. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Bro, this is
welcome. Stay quiet, bro.
What Trent has just done now is reignite. You lot should be happy because there's a City Liverpool.
The media. This is what the media's done. They know exactly what they were doing.
Yeah, I reckon.
Well done, media.
We're media too.
No, we are.
Trent probably don't like City himself, regardless, bro. Your brother's in that leg brace, innit? I love Trent to bits, but it's like a boxing match has been cancelled. A boxing match has been cancelled, and for the date that it was supposed to be scheduled for, I'm just chatting shit. listen, I like when Trent, or I like when players have back and forth, because again, football's become too robotic anyway these days. Like, there ain't enough personality, there ain't enough back and forths these days. But at the same time, bro, at least I want to be able to say, yeah. See, when you man are ready for Trent on the weekend, like, you man can say Haaland's amped now. Man is amped. Man's amped for the weekend. I can't say that.
Yeah,
Trent's all having to call Bradley and be like, yo, brethren,
One
you're
thing
gonna have
that
to
is
do
like-
this.
doing that.
It's
on the right
on the
hand.
post. You see the
There
Haaland's
is
running
one
down the
side
flank.
of this. No one. We mentioned it earlier tonight. He might not have done the fans any favors on Sunday. You see how
It's
he's
added
got
more pressure
tonight.
to what a
Can you imagine the
pressure game
bus welcomings that are coming out on Sunday?
Bro.
Honestly,
Funny.
I've been on groups tonight.
Hey,
There is already.
It's proper, like, do or die. Like, it
Yeah,
does
there is
feel like
already.
I read you're staying. I read you're
already
staying in
doing
Manchester.
everything you
for a
can to
long-
destroy
yeah.
the city bus that is out on Facebook groups. Honestly, I don't know
Bro,
what. This
I
is
hope that
about.
doesn't happen. I
Yeah,
genuinely
I
hope.
don't condemn none
Yeah,
of that
it's
crap.
stupid.
That's not part of football. That's
Yeah.
just
Stop it.
tribalism. That's something complete. Do you know, I fully agree with you. That you see stuff like that actually annoys me, because it's like, that's not part of football.
Honestly, it was
Football
on a
on the
couple of
pitch.
Facebook groups tonight of get ready, and I'm like, that isn't football.
No, it's not. That's tribalism.
Of course not. We just
I've got-
bottom line, Haaland versus Trent. It's a great story, but at least your guy's gonna be on the pitch.
Don't worry, it's going to be 0-0 ball draw. No one scores.
I better not be. It better not be. I've got views to make, man. What the hell?
I can't afford that.
Yeah, I need some peas on the weekend, man. Someone just win.
We can't do a 0-0. I'll be honest. Like,
Yeah,
we
you can't do nil. I don't want to
But
draw.
neither
I don't
can
wanna
City,
draw.
though,
I
because
do
I'll
not
be
wanna
honest,
draw.
both teams need to win, because as much as we laugh and joke about Arsenal are shown they are not messing about, and Arsenal will continue winning. So one
I
team
understand
has to
that.
win, and I hope it's us. Yeah,
If
That's
City
like,
lose,
listen, I've already won today.
we're
Mike
virtually out. If City lose,
I've
we're
already won
virtually out.
You really want the Mike Eds?
No, look, as I said, Michael Edwards, I've already won today. I've won today.
No,
No,
you
what
can't
anyone
say
says.
that. You can't
I've
say
won.
what you say. The
Oh, yes,
result
I-
don't care. You're saying result don't matter because you got.
No,
because
the
everyone's
result. No,
coming.
I'm talking about today.
Oh.
We'll let future us deal with the future of the next. That's in 2 days.
Yeah, I must have read something as
Matthew-
well. You see the
Matthew-
Edwards thing. Yeah.
Michael Edwards, sorry, not Matthew. Michael Edwards. the
Boys,
whole
guys,
Edwards news has
I'm
got-
the shit.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I'm
love, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah.
Martin, it's all cool, bro. It's all cool.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
Monts,
apologize.
Matt, catch up.
Thank you.
Kaz, thanks for having me on as well, bro.
I can't,
Big
man. I
up, bro.
appreciate it, man. It's
Nice.
late. You're doing graft, man.
As I said,
Yeah,
Matt,
yeah.
I've been saying this now. If anyone speaks to you, Matt, when you go into work tomorrow, don't. If they call you Matt, don't even look at them. It's Michael. Michael. Like the only have like, hey Michael. Hey Michael.
Thank God, you're saying everyone in Liverpool now for the next 48 hours is called Michael.
That's bro. Don't call me Monts. Don't call me Monts. Call me Michael.
You know what? You know what? I know it's
with the American accent. No. I wrote with the American accent. With the American accent.
someone, please.
With the
I'm begging
American
someone.
accent.
Anyway,
That'd be
anyway,
Mikey. No, they call him
Wait.
Mikey then.
in the chat quickly, just as I end it, look, please, people in the chat, if you're listening to my voice or even listening to this back, that last minute or two, please send that to me, because if it doesn't happen all of a sudden, I'm running this back. So please send me that clip of Monts to MUFCX Cas on Instagram or MUFC Cas on on Twitter. Please, I'm begging one of you, just one of you. Let that be another Liverpool video that is going to be created, because receipts will
I'm
be
ready
out.
to be heard. What like how the Qataris are supposed to come to your club and you
I once go get the stream because I don't know where it is. You should know my name. My name has changed before the Qataris even went out to Sir Cascliff. So don't do that.
Like this. Kaz's name was Sheikh Jassim for like 4 months.
No. Let's get one thing right. It was Sheikh Kassim. Yeah. So don't do that. All right. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I look. Big up Coppish, Matt, obviously for joining on for the first time ever. Disclaimer.
No, stop doing that, bro. No, but man, the first time ever, you know.
Matt, tell me when
Matt, I've seen you here before. I've seen you.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Cas, don't
Yeah,
do that
I've
to
seen
me, bro. Allow me, fam.
All right, it's great to have his
What time
debut.
it is?
You know, move like some of his.
That's the one. Sheikh Kassim. Sheikh Kassim. That's the one.
Yeah, that's a bad boy name. Now I've been sarcastic for a minute, so it's calm. Know what I
This
mean?
guy, you know.
Anyways,
this guy.
big up
No, it's been a
Martin.
minute though. It's been a minute.
Martin Mancunian Way as well. Welcome football. Everyone's channel is actually on display and it's in the description as well. So if you want to got a lot of Liverpool fans, and you ain't known coppers. Trust me, sick channel, big Sixpence. They think they're a multi-club channel, but really, Monts is a Liverpool channel. Welcome's Football Talk talks about everything, and mine, obviously, Man City. You know, but yeah, man, first time. In a bit, man. We'll be back tomorrow though at 12 o'clock with George and Roms, and we'll talk about the weekend. But yeah, man, big up. Yeah, enjoy your sleeps. Yeah,
Mike
It's
Edwards.
whatever, man.
Michael.